everyone. This is Sakurada Rage here, along with Mr. Lewis Curse.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah, you got it right.
All right, cool. AKA the Psychic Curse, the tag team of pretty much the internet.
Yeah.
But welcome to our Ragecast, or my Ragecast, aka the Ragecat podcast, where we talk about anything and everything, and there is no filters. So today is the Royal Rumble, the best time of the year. Many people may say Mariah Carey's Christmas is what it is, but it really comes down to the Royal Rumble for us wrestling fans. And are you excited, Mr. Curse?
Yes, it is. Like you said, it's the most exciting time of the year. It is the road to WrestleMania. It
That's
officially begins right now.
No, the road to WrestleMania doesn't start until someone points at the damn sign.
As soon as they win.
And how many people do you think is going to point at the fucking sign today?
At least two. At least two.
But all right, so I'm going to go with you first before I go. What are you excited for, the Royal Rumble?
I am definitely excited for the surprise entrance.
Okay.
Because I feel the thing about it is that as of right now, given the men's and women's Royal Rumble, it's already a stacked card. You look at the rosters.
It is a good Royal Rumble this time of the year.
Yeah, and I'm like, I know they're gonna have to sneak in a few like surprise entrants, and I'm just expecting the surprise entrance to be just as good and well received as what we're expecting from this Royal Rumble.
Speaking of that, since you said it's going to be stacked, now that we got WWE merged with TNA partnership, we're going to expect some TNAs, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Most likely the champions.
Yeah.
I know for sure me and you both already know what's going to happen. It's going to be Mr. Joe Henry.
Yeah, of course. Joe Henry's going to be in the men's Royal Rumble.
Now, a lot of people said this, and I don't think that. Do you think they gave him the belt for he could pop in the Royal Rumble? Or if he didn't win the belt, would he still come into the Royal Rumble?
I see.
Or would Nick Nemeth, aka Dolph Ziggler,
Dolph Ziggler.
would have been the one to come in?
Yeah, that's the thing. I see what you mean. I think that maybe due to reasons, Nick Nemeth was not going to make an appearance at the Royal Rumble, and TNA still wanted their belt displayed prominently.
I wouldn't mind hearing his theme song.
I know.
If he would have been as Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah. And he could have done that. Like, remember a few years back, like there was that record scratch?
Yeah.
And then it played his theme. They could have done the same thing. It said they would have started his theme, like, I'm here to show the world, and then, like, it would have, like, record scratch, and then, like, that 80s sounding, heavy metal song that he has now for a theme from TNA would have, like, started playing,
All right. So, for the men's and women's, who do you think is going to be our surprise guest?
I'd say for the men's, besides, like, Henry, right?
Yeah.
I would say, you know what? I could see a legend, right? I could see a legend.
Hulk Hogan?
Huh?
Hulk Hogan?
That would be hilarious.
Like CM Punk said?
He's gonna throw his dusty.
Yeah.
His dusty.
We know that's not the legend, though, but if we can't even fuck. We'll talk about that one in the second topic.
But for the women's, I don't know why. Maybe it's due to CM Punk teasing it. Would be awesome to hear AJ's theme play.
How would you feel? How do you think AJ will stack against this current generation of women wrestlers?
I feel she's outmatched. I feel like it's gonna be a nostalgia act at this point.
I feel people feel the same way as like she's not that special, she's not that great, because when she wrestled, she was wrestling people that were not barely getting there.
Yeah.
We only had her and Paige, aka Saraya.
Yeah.
Now, that's kind of interesting, but I feel like she will not outmatch the current one.
No.
A lot of these girls are really top tier, and I'm pretty sure maybe she does. She could keep up with it, but doesn't she have like a back problem?
I think she does. That's what's keeping her out of the ring.
Did Miss Monet injure her too?
No, I don't think she did. I don't think she did. It's so weird though how a year ago everyone thought that it was a for sure thing that she was gonna return, but now.
Who was our surprise guest last year for the women's? Jordan Grace, right?
Jordan Grace and Naomi. She made
yeah. So pretty much, I think this year we're gonna have my pick. Obviously, is gonna be Jordan Grace. We know she's signed with WWE now. A lot of people are comparing her to buff Sabrina Carpenter on the internet.
That makes sense.
Now I can't unsee it, but I already know Jordan Grace is automatically being there. Me, I think from NXT, I kind of want Stephanie Varquez.
Yeah.
Yes, or Julia.
Yeah. I would say Vaquer is a much more reasonable choice.
Yeah.
Given with that, I feel something's happening. You know how something's going on between Roxanne Perez and Bayley. something's gonna happen there as well. I don't know.
I would love to see Roxana Perez and
Yeah.
the Women's Royal Rumble again this year. Now that her gimmick's a little different now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think last year she came in as well, but she was not as how she is now.
Yeah,
with
she's-
a year she had, and I would love to see that. Obviously, there's going to be that. Now, your top four pick, the last four who are going to be there, and the winner. Who you got?
Okay, so for the women's, right? We're
Yes,
staying the
we'll do women's
Okay.
and then the men because I think they're going to
Okay.
do women's first.
Well, I feel Liv Morgan still needs to be pushed strong, so she's gonna be there, right?
Queen.
Yeah. I feel Charlotte is gonna, Charlotte.
Okay.
I feel it's probably gonna be also, you know what? Let's have. Here's where it gets weird, right? Because I think the surprise.
It's a tough.
Here's the surprise, right? Either it's gonna be Jade, right? Jade Cargill's gonna return, right? Jade Cargill's gonna return. Is gonna be Jade and Bianca, right? Or I could see a situation in which like Jade's not in the match, but she's the reason why Bianca gets eliminated, and people are gonna wonder why that happened. And it's pretty much gonna come down to the fact that it was actually Bianca that attacked Jade.
I have a lot of theory crafting. When it comes to the Women's Royal Rumble story ready, set up
Yeah.
for WrestleMania. And your winner.
For some odd reason, they're dead set on having Charlotte going up against Tiffany Stratton. So
I don't get why. I thought this was just Vince McMahon kind of shit.
yeah,
Shit
Yeah.
intended, pun intended on that one. But I don't understand what the appeal of Charlotte Flair down the throat of people.
it's the name.
Stop giving her the damn belts. They're trying to make her break records, and it's like, dude, make her go for the smaller belts. Fuck
Yeah.
it, why not?
Yeah.
But you know what, Miss Charlotte, multiple face.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you think Charlotte's gonna win it?
Yeah, I read a comment that someone said that she's starting to look more like Medusa.
She's going through so many surgeries, man. It's like, I think she's just whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, and that's the thing. For sure, they're gonna have her, and they're gonna have her set up. They're gonna have her set up a match against Tiffany Stratton, right?
Yeah.
And that's the thing, and I feel that, given that Bianca's gonna get eliminated by Jade, right, or vice versa, or something's gonna happen to that effect, and Bianca's gonna turn, right? I feel that Bianca's gonna win the chamber, and she's gonna actually challenge Rhea.
Okay.
I think that's the money match right there.
All right. So I want to go to my top four because I have a lot of theory crafted in this. So my top four is gonna be Charlotte Flair, same as you, Liv Morgan, Becky Lynch,
Oh, nice.
and this is a wild card. Well, Bianca. I'm gonna just go because you're right about the Jade thing. It's possible that maybe it could be Bianca as the final four, or Nia Jax.
Okay.
But I got a feeling that here's my theory craft. Jordan Grace takes out Nia Jax.
Okay.
Powerhouse, which sets up a feud for WrestleMania. Gave Jordan Grace a WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Either someone as strong as Nia Jax, or honestly, it's Nia Jax for me. If it is Charlotte Flair, maybe Tiffany or someone eliminates it and she goes for Tiffany on Elimination Chamber. We got different scenarios. I honestly believe it's gonna be Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, Liv, and Bianca, which maybe sets up something for Jade versus Bianca, like something down the road, or like Jade's not even in the Royal Rumble. She just comes and interferes and takes out Bianca because Bianca's
Yes.
the one that attacks her.
Yes. Agreed.
And then I think the winner is Liv Morgan.
Liv Morgan.
But I don't want to see Liv versus Rhea Ripley. Back to back, Liv Morgan's been in the top four when it comes to the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
She was, second?
Yeah.
Twice?
Yeah.
And I think she's already had a good year last year, and then this will be the touching one to get her own WrestleMania moment.
Yeah.
But I don't want to see Liv versus Rhea Ripley again.
You think it might be Liv against Tiffany Stratton? Then?
Maybe. But I don't know for sure because they're gonna go for the final bout between them. What's the score between Liv and Rhea Ripley right now?
As of
Wins and loss.
right now, I mean, if you really count it, like Liv probably had, like, if you count one-on-ones, right? I think they're 2-2, right?
I think so.
They're 2-2.
I would think that if she does win that, as they do set it up, it's gonna be Liv versus Rhea to finally end this beef.
Best of 5.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Or it could be Becky Lynch if somehow she wins that and challenge Rhea Ripley, something that she lost. But I don't think it's gonna happen. I mean, I think Becky's just here to just maybe take some losses or go for the against Lara Victoria for
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
was it Intercontinental female one? Yeah. Now my picks for the men's though. Oh, actually, could you go first? The men's one.
Okay.
Because we
Okay.
did females.
Okay.
What's your pick for the men's?
So for the
Final
men's,
four.
my top four, it's John Cena, John Cena, CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, Drew McIntyre,
That's
and
what I
Roman Reigns. See what I mean? I'm not even counting Sammy, right? I feel like Sammy.
I'd never counted Sammy in there anyways.
Yeah, I feel like
Not
Sammy,
in my top four.
he's gonna play a part in the main in the ladder match between KO and Cody for sure. And I think that's his storyline there. I don't think he's gonna make that much of an impact in the Royal Rumble. I think whatever happens between like Cody, KO, and Sammy, right? And I feel like they're teasing way too much a Sammy heel turn that it's not gonna happen, or he's gonna like cost KO the ladder match, and that's gonna set up a match for them. You know, because they always have to have a WrestleMania match either with each other or against each other.
I think I want to agree with what the internet says when it comes to Canadians. Canadians are a menace
Yeah.
in wrestling. Every Canadian. So, who do you think is going to win?
I feel. See.
Because what's your theory crafting?
Okay. So my thing is, I would have flat out picked Cena. I would have picked Cena if he wasn't promoted for Elimination Chamber, and he's been promoted for Elimination Chamber in Toronto for the longest. So he's gonna be there, and he's probably gonna be like the tease over there in the Elimination Chamber for him to challenge for one of the titles, meaning that it's gonna have to be one of the other choices, right? And the one that makes the most sense to me, right? And I know people want to see Cody versus Roman part 3.
I don't. I'm sorry. We need to end that. It's fine. We had back to back, but we don't need Roman on the dominating. I already got a theory craft for that one though.
Yeah, I think Punk is gonna win. CM Punk.
Okay.
That's my pick.
So mine's kind of similar to yours, but instead of Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins.
Okay. Yeah.
Because it was hard to decide because this is just a stack Royal Rumble, and it's hard to pick the final four. But for sure, it's CM Punk, Roman Reigns, John Cena, and Seth Rollins. Now, a lot of shit has run between CM Punk and Roman Reigns, and I think Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa will take out Roman, which will lead to Jacob Fatu versus Roman Reigns WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And I think Jacob Fatu is gonna have the most eliminations, beating Roman Reigns.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because right now they're building him up as a monster. He's already doing better promo than Solo. But I would say Solo got better, more of a comedy, sarcastic way.
Yeah.
So it leaned. Everyone thought he was gonna just smoke Solo with it, but honestly, Solo did pick up a lot more better.
Yeah.
He was acting kind of how he was in NXT. And I think a lot of people were thinking Jacob was gonna just outbeat that. And I mean, kind of is, but they both have their personalities.
Yeah.
You know, they're both mean street, but Solo's more of a sarcastic, but like smart, kind of street smart. While Jacob Fatu is just straight beat the crap out of you. And I think what's gonna happen is Roman's gonna eliminate Jacob, and then Solo's gonna come out of nowhere, distract Roman, allowing them to take him out, and then it's gonna lead to some feud between Solo versus Jacob.
Yeah.
So Jacob versus Roman.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna be tough because we do have CM Punk, John Cena down, and I don't think CM Punk's gonna win this.
Okay.
Get his WrestleMania moment. Maybe he'll get it in Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
Unless he doesn't get injured, and if he gets injured,
They're definitely gonna do. Sorry to interrupt. They're definitely gonna do that spot. They're gonna do that DDT spot again. Like Drew's gonna do it to him, and Punk is gonna sell it.
I think Punk is gonna eliminate Drew.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
And it's gonna come down to maybe Cena, CM Punk. Somehow CM Punk throws out Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
Another few because they're not. It's gonna be down to that. And I think John Cena might win that. Now, if John Cena doesn't win that, for sure he might go for Gunther or Cody.
Yeah.
And if it does, let's say John Cena goes for Gunther, we got CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
Somehow Punk talks to. Technically, the deadline today is before the last trades or the last swaps.
Yeah.
What if CM Punk swaps to SmackDown without actually he did pop up with SmackDown, did he not? Against Kevin Owens,
yeah,
the promo. So what if he's
Owens.
already part of SmackDown?
Damn, that would be crazy.
And if he does win, he could go back and forth. But John Cena is a free agent.
Yeah.
He wins. He goes challenge Gunther, and we got CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes.
That would work.
since
would
it
work for me.
kind of balanced. And you got Roman versus Jacob, and then Drew versus Seth. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll put Drew somewhere. Maybe go for the Intercontinental.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah. You could also say that maybe Drew is gonna try to ruin CM Punk's moment at WrestleMania.
That too. Make it a triple threat.
Yeah. And the favor right there is for Roman to like kind of
Well, Roman's in Raw.
yeah. But still at WrestleMania, you know, like Drew's gonna try to interfere. The favor that Punk asked of Heyman is for Roman to be there. You know.
Yeah, it's true. There's a lot of theory crafting here.
Yeah, it could go. It could go a lot of different ways.
We got like a good WrestleMania. Hopefully, 2 nights gonna
Yeah.
be good. But we both kind of agree on the final 4, except for Drew and Seth. We both have the same 3 for the final 3. But we also got a lot of good storytelling coming through with different ways, different scenarios. For guest stars, I know I'm gonna throw this out there. The king of indie wrestling, Matt Cardano.
Oh, I feel he's gonna make an appearance. I think it's just gonna be an appearance though.
A lot of people are saying John Moxley, like, get the hell out of here.
Oh,
Get
he's
that,
not. He
get that
is
bum.
not.
He's never gonna come
Moxley is
wrestling.
Never, yeah, no way.
No, I'm sorry. Like,
He's too busy making movies. And,
out of the 2 people out of the whole Shields,
Yeah.
Roman and Seth were the better ones. And I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I've never been a John Moxley, Dean Ambrose fan ever.
I am
Never.
but I feel I don't know what happened to him. I don't want to pin that.
He got sober.
That's it. You said it, not me. But yeah, ever since he came back, you know, I'm glad that he's cleaning himself up, right? But as soon as once he came back from that, it's not the same, man. He's given too much creative freedom, in my honest opinion. You know.
I think I don't want to talk more about AEW because to me AEW is just a fucking cesspool of indie fanboys. And honestly, that's good. We got Penta.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, Penta Royal Rumble.
Oh, I feel he's probably gonna get thrown out.
I think we both know what they're setting up, but what do you think?
I think Logan Paul probably is gonna. What do you think?
Dominic Mysterio.
Oh, okay.
Since online there's already them arguing with each other, beef.
Okay.
So I got the feeling that Penta's gonna probably eliminate something, and bam, Dominic eliminates him, sets
Okay.
up a feud,
Okay.
and they start getting into it heated. So I got the feeling that Penta's first WrestleMania is gonna be against Dominic, and what better way is it than a luchador that's
Yeah.
dark as well, a dark luchador.
Yeah. You think that's Alistair, by the way?
A lot of people are claiming to be Aleister Black, and it's possible. He
Yeah.
does own him and Selena do own
A gym.
that's
like a wrestling
dark
gym.
lucha
The
kind of
dark
stuff.
arts.
Yeah.
It's good, the gym.
So it's possible they're setting up for him. Now, Logan Paul, I think he's gonna be at WrestleMania, but don't know who.
Yeah.
Maybe Bad Bunny.
Yeah. See that's okay.
Celebrity versus celebrity.
Funny you bring that up, right? I've pitched this theory around, right? And I guess it's time for me to like say it, right? I feel Backlash Mexico, right?
Yeah.
The main event in Backlash Mexico, it's gonna be Bad Bunny and Rey Mysterio, you know, against Dominic Mysterio and Logan Paul,
True.
and it's gonna be you know Los Gringos Locos, you know Art Barr and Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah.
Watch Dominic and Logan Paul be like the new Los Gringos Locos, you know.
Yeah, they're cocky. They both do the Three Amigos. They both do Frog Splash. They're both cocky, and they always do it. Like they always say, we should do a tag team because
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. They're both hated ass people.
And if we play the long game, I would give them the win. I would actually give them the win. I would give Dom and Logan Paul the win. I would eventually give them the Raw Tag Team titles. What's the long game in this? Eventually, they're gonna beat up Penta. Ray Phoenix is gonna debut. Lucha Brothers.
If he gets out of his contract
Yeah.
or his long way to go for that.
I mean, if they play it the right way, you could literally have WrestleMania 42, night 1 main event. You can literally have a 2 out of 3 falls match, masks versus hair for the tag team titles.
That's true. Ray always wanted to do that with Dominic, and it makes sense. Dominic has long ass hair as it is.
Yeah.
You need to cut that damn mullet off.
Yeah.
Fucking, I don't like Dominic, man.
Yeah.
He has my lady. He has Liv Morgan. I'm a Liv Morgan simp. What can I say? I watched her since in the beginning when she was just before the Riot Squad, when they
Yeah.
had her as local competitor, and then she just risen to the top, man.
She was Carmella Jr.
Yeah. Oh man, that sucked. They gave her like the same kind of gimmick.
same beat.
But then again, she's from New Jersey as well.
Yeah, that's why they gave her that.
But
Final topic. You want to talk about a superstar, a legend?
we'll get into that one in part
Okay,
two.
what do you
right
want to
now.
talk about then?
Well, we're gonna get to that right
Okay.
now. So we're done with the Royal Rumble talk. Then
Yes.
we already got our. There you go. Welcome back to our part 2 of it. So yeah, legends.
Well, let me tell you something.
Okay, I want to get this out the air because a lot of people that don't understand wrestling think it's political,
Yeah.
and I want to get this out of the air. It has nothing to do with politics because WrestleMania 37, Florida. What happened there with Hulk Hogan?
In Florida, his home state, a red state that's been voting red.
Before he even
Yeah.
acknowledged he supports Trump, before even Trump was even part of this shit,
Yeah.
what did he get out of it?
He got booed. And don't tell me that that wasn't intentional. Them putting him right next to
That was just damage control to make
Yeah.
it seem like, okay, I want to talk about this. What happened on the first premiere of Netflix Los Angeles?
So Hulk Hogan comes out with Jimmy Hart waving an American flag.
God bless Jimmy Hart.
Yeah, poor guy. He has to be the handler, Hogan's handler. He has to be damage control as well.
I don't know what Jimmy Hart did to get booed.
I've seen those. I've seen those memes. They really hate you out there, Jimmy.
God, Pat McAfee.
Yeah, but anyways, he comes out. He comes out to first of all show his beer. Which, what is Hulk Hogan? When has Hulk Hogan been known for drinking beer? If there would have been a beer brand for a superstar, it should have been
Stone Cold.
Yeah,
For sure. Or at least The Rock, tequila, but
yeah.
fuck it.
But anyway, so Hulk Hogan is out there to show his beer.
Actually, speaking of beers, I don't know if you follow Stone Cold Steve Austin on Instagram. He did post something about coming soon about his beer thing.
Yeah,
What if? Well, we'll talk about that. But what if WWE is like pivots from Hulk Hogan and puts Stone Cold as a beer thing?
they should. In my honest opinion, they should because I'm not gonna say that I've tried Real American beer, but
I don't think no one wants to drink that.
But
Probably
from-
tastes like racism and putting people in the berry side.
Yeah, but from what I hear, it's like a lower quality Natty Light, you know. So
Also Pacifico.
so it's like, and I've had some of Austin's beer. I actually like his American lagers. American lager is pretty good. Broken Skull IPA. I mean, I'm not that big a fan of IPAs to begin
I have
with.
not tried that yet.
Yeah, but definitely his American lager is pretty good. Hulk Hogan comes there. He's hawking his beer, and of course the crowd just rains booze down upon him. You know. And you could say like he could say whatever he wants now as a way to like say that it didn't affect him. No, I've never seen Hulk Hogan try to like get on the fans' side as much as he did. Try bringing up all these dead wrestlers who he never made peace with, who the last time they spoke with hated his guts. According to him, he made peace with Macho Man. Hopefully he did, you know, but come on, man. It's like, oh, but Macho Man was my tag team partner.
You can't say you made peace if they're dead. They
Exactly.
can't confirm.
Exactly. So.
Peace.
So, and then you just see Hogan rush through. I'm pretty sure Hogan rushed through that. He probably would have spoken for like 3 more minutes. About,
Man was coming up with anything to make the crowd happy, and it's honestly they were not buying it. But you tell me why you feel like they booed him.
Oh, okay, so here's the thing. It's people could say it's political. It's not political in the sense that they think it is. It could be political in the way that the wrestling business is political, in which the fact that Hogan has brought down so many people's careers.
Yes, people tend to forget that. No, what my bad. Non-wrestling fans that love Hogan tend to forget what Hogan really is about.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give you a good story. Another person that showed up right there that is highly conservative and was cheered. Even he has a Hogan story. He has a Hogan story about how when he won the title from Hogan, Hogan tried to pretend like Undertaker broke his neck. Oh, you got me, brother. You know, and it's like, and that was hoping that the Undertaker would admit to something. You know, as a way to bury him. He was trying to bury the Undertaker.
Speaking of Undertaker, we all know that Undertaker's a big Trump supporter.
Conservative. He
But
probably
yet-
keeps it a lot more to himself, you know.
Yeah, but yet he got cheered.
He got cheered.
Triple H, Trump supporter,
Yeah.
goes to some of the stuff.
His mother-in-law-
got cheered.
Mother-in-law is Secretary of Education.
She probably will get cheered too.
Yeah.
But again, like these people all supported Trump, and yet they got cheered. Hogan gets booed. Why though?
Okay, and besides that, the biggest thing is that Hogan is a racist, and he doubled down on it rather than just apologize. He didn't. He refuses to say that. Oh no, the fans will have already forgiven me.
Oh, let's not forget what he said. If Chris Benoit was alive, people would forgive the actions he's done to. No, they would not. I'm sorry. Chris Benoit was a hell of a good wrestler, but we're putting the wrestling scene moment aside, just like we do with Hogan. It's the other person that is fucking. No one would cheer for Chris Benoit. No one would. Yes, they'll give him credit for his accolades he's done, but the human person is never something we're never going to forget. Hogan can't separate Hulk Hogan and Terry Bollea, whatever, baloney. False. He pretty much, for me, and I don't get why these people are arguing like, oh well, it's because it's a blue state. Wrestling fans don't give a fuck about politics.
No.
We don't give a shit about politics. We don't care who you vote for. We want entertainment. We're wrestling fans. We want wrestling.
Yep.
And people don't realize is that it has nothing to do with politics. It's the fact that this human being has put himself over more than anyone else, buried people. Let's not get Jesse Ventura. They wanted to do a union.
Yeah,
and guess who ratted them out? Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan.
Why? Because Hogan is a piece of shit that wants to be the center of attention.
He wants to be the center of attention, and he knew that by the wrestlers having a union, he wouldn't be making as much money as the rest of the wrestlers.
Exactly. He gets to put people over and gets his friends to be the ones, and no one gives a care about Bruce the Beefcake. Brutus Beef Barbecue. No one gives a shit about him.
But here's the thing: even Brutus Beefcake hates him now.
Oh, good! Finally, more people hate him.
Yeah.
The only one that's supportive is Jimmy Hart.
Yeah.
God bless his soul. It looks like he's more younger than Hogan. Hogan can't even walk.
Yeah.
But what mind boggles me is this: like, even with the whole racist thing, instead of admitting that he has a problem or he's racist, he goes to WWE or the wrestlers and says, "You got to be careful, brother. They got cameras everywhere." Really? That's what you want to say instead of admitting, like, you know what, I'm wrong.
Yeah.
No.
It was a moment of weakness. I should have never said that.
Maybe they would have forgave him, salvaged him, but no, they didn't want to. Mark Henry even. God, man, Mark Henry is such a nice person. Even said that Hogan, like, he tried to take him to different colleges to probably, like, African schools and stuff. It's like, but what does that do? That's just damage control.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, Hogan's a piece of shit. I've never been a Hulk Hogan fan, ever. I've been an Ultimate Warrior. I've been Roddy Piper. God rest his peace, because that man is charismatic. I like anything but Hulk Hogan, because Hulk Hogan always seemed like a damn piece of shit person. Like, his shit don't sing kind of person.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, the fact that these fucking people don't understand that and don't understand why his wife was there. That doesn't think. Why does he get with people that looks like his damn daughter?
I know that is kind of weird, but it's I guess it's just something. It's just something that he could relate to with his new circle. With his new circle.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. Honestly, I think WWE. I heard they wanted to bring him in for Saturday Night Live.
Saturday Night's Main Event.
Yeah, but apparently his daughter had a baby.
Yeah, and how did he not know that? That I mean, whatever. It's like I said. It's obviously covering up for something. That the fact that it was probably gonna get booed out of San Antonio.
Which is weird, because there's pictures of Hulk Hogan with beer and hanging out with who was he hanging out with? There's a picture of him online.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, because
during that Saturday.
Yeah, during that weekend.
There's no pictures of him with a baby.
Yeah.
And honestly, doesn't like Hogan like let guys who look like him be with his father like just like him?
Yeah, no. I think the worst thing was that the worst thing Hogan has said. I mean, that's a lot, given the fact that he
wouldn't want his daughter dating.
Yeah. Besides that, no. The worst thing, or even more worse, right? It's direct attack at somebody. I don't know if you noticed, but I don't know if you know this, but his son Nick got in a car accident.
Oh yeah.
With a U.S. veteran.
Yeah.
A friend of his that did military.
He's in a vegetable state.
Yeah, in a vegetative state. What did Hogan say to that? Oh, that guy must have done something really terrible to deserve this fate.
And yet people don't understand why. Oh, why they booed him? Because the Blues like, no. First of all, and I always comment on a bunch of these dumb idiots that say that they booed him in WrestleMania 37. People, and a lot they booed the hell out of him. Even when the Chinese they cheered Titus O'Neil and they booed him. Yeah, they booed Hulk Hogan no matter what. They even put on a pirate and no one likes Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
No one likes Hulk Hogan, and WWE for some god fucking reason wants to shove him down our throat. We don't want him. There's a reason why we booed him. It has nothing to do with the state. We don't care about politics. Wrestling fans are dumb as fuck. We don't care.
I forgot who it was that said it, but it's like I don't know if it was Henry that said it, or I don't know if it was McAfee that said it, but it's like, we appreciate your efforts, what you did in the past, but
It's probably McAfee, because McAfee is straight, like, he can't get in trouble.
Yeah.
He'll say it without getting in trouble.
Like, we appreciate what you did, but just please stay out of the way now. You know what I mean? It's like, whatever you did back in the 80s to draw these crowds, whatever, you know?
Done.
Whatever you did in the ring,
it's done. If Hogan would have been man enough to admit his actions, admit that he has a problem, admit he's racist, but he's working on it, maybe, just maybe, the wrestling fans would have probably forgave him. It'll take time, but no. The fact that he doesn't want to accept that, the fact that he's always been a lying piece of shit, that, oh, I found him Metallica, or he's like, all this shit.
Yeah.
He makes lies after lies and buries talents just to make himself look good. And even when he came back to WWE versus Rock versus Hogan, it mind boggles me the fucking fan base just switched from Rock to Hogan. And then from there, it just fucking fit as Eagle.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, we got to make him face. And like, they should have just kept him away.
I agree with that. My cat seems to agree with that as well. So.
She says he's saying anything. Fuck Hogan.
Yeah.
I really hope they keep him away from Saturday Night Main Event or anything.
Yeah.
Anything.
I don't think we're gonna hear from him.
I think Netflix probably saying, we don't want.
See, if they don't pivot to Stone Cold's beer, the Broken Skull, I could see also them just getting another spokesman for that Real American Beer, because I did hear that WWE or Endeavor owns a stake in the beer company. Like,
Yeah,
you
good.
know. But
I just go on.
I mean, get Kurt Angle. He's a real American.
Speaking of Kurt Angle,
Yeah.
glad we talk about this. How do you feel about what he talked about in the Chris thing about Peck Angle?
Yeah, that he hates the nickname.
Yeah.
I could see where he's coming from. It is a fun nickname to say, but I could see how he looks at it and it evokes all this pain to him, you know? Like,
now, is Peck Angle is that when he was more aggressive and doing like the whole Booker T Sharmell thing, or is that before?
No, that was way before, pretty much. But Perk Angle, like, if you really want to see what time period it was like around his TNA years.
Okay.
Like when he was.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know, because I couldn't quite understand the Peck Angle thing. Because I mean, I know Kurt Angle has a comedy role, and then Ruthless Aggression Angle. Yeah. So I'm guessing Peck Angle is TNA run. When he was more aggressive and doing crazy shit, right?
It was just like doing moonsaults and just hitting.
And that's when he would start doing his drug face.
Yeah.
So that explains why.
Yeah, exactly. Like you seen that picture, like when he has like half shaven, like the stubble.
Oh God, yeah, he looks like a different angle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So pretty much, I was just, I guess, like that's the one thing he wants to forget is that whole, because it's bad memories.
It's bad memories.
And a lot of people are now trying to say that they don't want to say that anymore, but they're trying to say, I forgot what they call it, peak angle.
Yeah, peak angle.
Which is
nice. I think, in my honest opinion,
they retire it.
They could. I would say if people want to still use that.
I don't think they would though. After that interview, I think a lot of people agree on the same thing. It's like, damn, I don't think we should be.
The one thing, don't say it around him. That's definite. You know what I mean? If you're gonna go to an autograph signing, you know what I mean? It's like, don't be a shithead. And
True.
Be like, oh, can you sign a Perk Angle or whatever? You know.
For me, I had never seen that TNA run of Kurt Angle, so I only know as Comedy Angle and Ruthless Aggression Angle. So I don't know. I'm a big TNA fan. I love TNA, but I skipped the whole Angle area because it's like I was more into AJ Styles and not Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy. And Sting is okay in TNA, but Samoa Joe, AJ Styles, and then obviously the Morning Machine Guns. Yeah. A lot of more indie.
Yeah, so I would say you were more of a fan until like Bischoff and Hogan arrived.
Yeah. I ended that. The only time I probably watched it was the whole Aces and Eights. But then they killed that shit too. But yeah, I stopped watching when it was Hogan and Eric Bischoff because they tried to compete with Monday Night Raw. Like, why?
Yeah.
It's like another certain indie company that's trying to compete with a show.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, they're competing today with that. And obviously, we know damn well is going to win this.
It's gonna be a slaughter. I find it funny how people are saying about the last Saturday night's main event ratings, how they're like slightly down, and yet that show
Yeah, more than both their combined shows.
What was it? Collision. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Collision.
I'm not a
H,
big
whatever.
AEW fanboy.
But anyways, I do try to give it a shot, but right now they're just on a really bad slump. They're on a really bad
I
slump.
want to make this clear. I like Penta when he was Lucha Underground.
Okay.
When he fought against Chassis, Eel, and he was more aggressive there.
Yeah.
I didn't care if he went to AEW because that's just AEW. I don't watch AEW.
Yeah.
So if people are like, oh, wow, you only like him because he's in W. No. I liked when he was in Ball Heights and he started like, wrestling in the gyms when it was Lucha Underground. And then after that was it, because a lot of wrestlers come from Lucha Underground, went to AEW and WWE.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, it's good to have him in WWE because now you got more diversity. Thank God they didn't put him in LWO.
Yeah.
Thank God. I know they were going to do that on Netflix, but they decided to wait.
Yeah, like, no.
We'll wait because it's better to have him solo because every time you get like a Latin star, you shove them. And then even though one of their people is Filipino. But Filipino are Mexicans in the Asian world. So, yeah.
Yeah, but speaking of which, and some of those people from Lucha Underground, they probably need to put on their masks back on. You guys like this?
Yeah, you mean no charisma, Ricochet?
But yeah.
No anything. I'm glad that fool left WWE. I never liked Ricochet. He was all about flippies and kicks. Cool, that's cool. You go fucking take falls and do crazy ass. What's it called? Like what Dolph Ziggler used to do. Sal. There it is. You're good at selling, but you have no charisma.
Final question before we call it.
All right.
Speaking of Ricochet, more specifically about his fiance, you think she's ever going to come back to WWE? Samantha Irvin?
No, I think she wanted to pursue her music career, and WWE didn't want to. Like, probably let that go because she was one of the best ones. But her quitting, I think if she wanted to quit because she wanted to do music career, and I think she is going to be doing music. People are like, oh, she's going to go to AEW. No, why would she want to go there and be lesser? They already got people over there. They got that food. They got choked by a tie.
Justin Roberts.
Yeah, there you go. But she's going to do her music career. Why Ricochet B is a flop. They're feuding with Strix Swerveland, whatever.
Swerve Strickland.
Yeah, there you go. Fucking thinking of King of the Hills.
Yeah, Buck Strickland.
And that at least Strick could do a better thing, but Ricochet is just Ricochet. Let that man be in the bottom. Let Tony have a new toy.
Yeah.
I don't watch AEW, but I keep up with all the trolls and Discord and people post their shit.
Tony needs to pass the book to someone else.
Their only story they got that's actually doing something is fucking Tony Storm. Oh my bad. Is this Tony Storm still?
They ruined that too. Dude, they ruined that too, but we would be here another 20 minutes if I had to tell you how they ruined it.
They gave it the whole, I know, the amnesia, like fucking Mick Foley.
Yeah, but they didn't.
But she was acting.
They didn't even wait until the Australia show. She was supposed to be revealed. It was supposed to be a ruse.
Tony doesn't know how to write shit, dude.
Yeah, she gave away her rules on a random collision.
That's what made people pissed off. And I was like, you know what? I enjoy the fucking. The only reason I know about AW and all because of Mina Shirakawa. God damn, she's so damn hot. That's the only reason I just tune in when she's there.
Hopefully she does get an NXT contract, man.
You know what they say every time Miss Monet beats someone, they all go to WWE instead of sticking there.
Come on, man.
So I would love to have her in the Royal Rumble, but that's never gonna happen.
Come on, give me Mina, give me Sky Blue. I want them.
Since we're on that topic,
an NXT or something.
There you go, NXT. What do you think of NXT at the moment?
It's. I would say. I actually did like the first 3 weeks of their CW run. I thought it was a great show. I don't know right now. I feel right now there's gonna be some growing pains because I feel like a lot of the talent is gonna be moved up, right?
Yeah, but we're getting replaced with better ones.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna be this NXT. I never liked NXT Black and Gold.
Okay.
I never did. When people come in, it's like, oh, it sucks. Like, it's not the same. I'm like, okay, then go watch AEW because that's where all your black and gold wrestlers are at. They're all in AEW.
Yeah.
But I never liked black and gold. I always fall asleep on that. My friend Sky would make me watch it and I just knock the fuck out. But once it shifted to Braun Breaker and them, I started getting interested in it. But then once they changed to Shawn Michaels, Chef Michaels, I think NXT is in a good state because even though you're saying that it's starting off rocky on the CW, it's still beating AEW.
Yeah, no.
AEW can't even beat a development show.
Yeah.
Let's call it's a development show, but I'm gonna call it the third brand.
Yeah, I guess where I'm getting at is that I liked Ethan Page being NXT champion. I just think they took the belt away from him.
I don't know. Obafemi
Obafemi is good.
Going to be a step boy. Trick William goes into SmackDown or Raw.
Yeah, and Trick.
Whoop that Trick.
Yeah.
Such a catchy thing. They got to put him on Raw for Netflix. But Ethan Page is going to get his redemption. Right now he's going through his mad arc. Beating up fucking people and busting them open.
Yeah.
He's already got approval by The Rock, the final boss.
Yeah.
And I think right now Ethan Page is fine now as a champion.
Yeah.
Because the fact that they gave him a belt when he was a nobody in AEW says a lot that they already see future with him. Yeah. Right now, I'm pretty sure Chef Michael is cooking something good for his ass. But Open Family right now is fine. Julia is fine as a women's champion because Roxanne Perez is going to go up there already.
Back here and Julia, they're on that collision course.
Stephanie Vargas is fine. She's going to go for the
North American?
Yeah, the North American women's belt. So we already planting seeds for the better generation coming up because let's just be real. NXT Women's Division is stacked.
Yeah.
It's one of the best we at the moment. And coming from someone that watches TNA, their women's division is stacked.
Yeah.
So the fact that we got a partnership with both brands, it's not like NXT and it's not TNA and the main brand, it's NXT and TNA, which I love because you got two of the best women divisions out there. And I know people are gonna say, "Oh, but AEW," but AEW is mostly Miss Monet dominating the thing for about
That's
Monet.
Ridiculous. I think that was one of the last shots of one of the.
And their women division's getting like squashed.
Yeah.
Like not even like long TV time. While NXT and TNA are having more of a longer female brand, and Cora Jade's going over there. You got different ways.
It tells you something that even as injury riddled as she's been, Nikita Lyons has actually had storylines.
Yeah.
But that's I guess that's one of my complaints as well.
If she was so injury prone, but then again, Cora Jade is injury prone as well.
That's one of my complaints though. It's like there's too many storylines involving like relationships, because the last one it's like Trick and Lash Legend, Trick and
Well, they're dating for reals, in real life, so
But it's like
but they're not really doing anything. They were just teasing.
Mm-hmm. So it's like I don't know.
Nikita Lyons and I think it's what's that other girl, the karate, the other martial arts girl.
Mm-hmm. It's no.
Something Povovich.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's having a storyline with the guy that's also part of Lash Legend and their crew.
Yeah. So it's like. But it's like...
Ooh. Lash Legends in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah. I could see that. Especially... Hey, they had a great match.
No. She's been dominating. I think WWE's already seen good potential. They might move both of them up. Yeah. Because honestly, Jaqueta?
Yeah.
She's a better Sasha Banks.
Yeah.
She kind of looks like Sasha Banks anyway, but better. But better. She doesn't botch.
Yeah.
She's more charismatic than fucking Miss Monet. And out of the four horsemen, I never liked Sasha Banks. So whenever they get rid of one, I always put her out the way. I never liked her.
For me, honestly, it was Charlotte, but now, I don't know. I think I've...
Between them two, I'd rather get rid of Sasha. At least Charlotte's tolerable. She's athletic. She doesn't botch as much.
Yeah.
It's just Monet is just talentless.
Okay.
She has a big, giant ego. The fact that they brought back...
That is a thing. That is a thing that Sasha, I feel she needed to know that she's not as big of a star as she thought she was,
I'd rather not have her come back. Yeah. It's like, oh, WWE is my home. Yeah, way to bury the talent. The way you're going to be like, oh, once my check is done, I'm going to go back. No, we don't want you. Same as Hogan. We don't want you. You and Hogan are the same. Thank you.
But like notice someone like Bayley. Bayley had very shoddy booking, just like Sasha would complain about, right? But look, Bayley actually ended up getting a WrestleMania moment.
You know what?
He had a pretty lengthy title.
I forgot about Bayley being top 4 as well.
See, it's a great
okay, instead of Jade, for me, it would be Bayley,
Yeah.
Charlotte, Becky, and Liv.
Okay. Yeah.
3 of the 4 horsemen.
Yeah.
And then Liv. I would
Yeah.
say that more, if anything. I forgot about Bailey. I don't want Bailey winning again because I think her WrestleMania flopped last year against
Yeah.
Io. Because they didn't do nothing after that. It was a good way to build it up.
No, her winning it was great.
I think
Her-
your complaint was not having a theme song, right?
Yeah. God dang it. They couldn't get Hugger Bailey at least for one night. That's my thing.
I don't think she ever wants to go to that gimmick, though.
Yeah, that's that.
And if it's Hugger, give me a hug, you know.
Speaking of which, you know how the girl Izzy, she's like in the Indies or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
If I hate to be a Tony Khan and just bring her in for like one angle and one storyline and then forget about her, right? But
Sounds like him.
wouldn't it be awesome to like bring her in, right? And have her like kind of like a pseudo Mickey James Trish Stratus storyline. You know, it's like you have Izzy being like the protege of Bailey, right? And you start noticing Izzy behaving more like Hugger Bailey, and that's kind of like freaking Bailey out, right? And then you just have this angle in which like Bailey's like sleeping, right?
Yeah.
And, like she wakes up, fucking Izzy's like tying her hair up like on the side, like the.
What is this, Vince McMahon rating?
That's good shit, pal.
Oh, God, man. Nah, I don't think Triple H would go that far.
Yeah.
But, honestly...
Well, I'm not gonna promise them to like make out or anything like that. It's just like kind of like a hey, like you were better when you were this type of thing, you know?
Yeah, that's true. Well, let's be done with this. For much, Hogan's a piece of shit. We're never gonna like him. We're hyped for the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
We're hyped for Road to WrestleMania. It's a shame we can't go to WrestleMania, but tickets are damn expensive.
Yeah.
Our boy wanted us to go over there just to go over there and see if we get lucky
Yeah.
on tickets.
Yeah.
No, what
Yeah.
for? If we go there, we're wasting money to go there.
Yeah.
And if the tickets are, no one leaves there, no one can make it for tickets, and so we still can't make it, it's expensive. What are we gonna do? Just watch it from the hotel, or go
Exactly.
to a bar? It'll be
Yeah.
a waste. I'd rather go to their house and watch it there instead of wasting money, which is expensive, for tickets, expensive to travel, expensive to get a place.
Yeah, no,
We're broke.
It's just way too costly. And here's the thing: we live in an area where we know we're gonna get another WrestleMania within the next 5 years.
sure, we'll get it. I mean,
Yeah.
next year's gonna be in Annapolis. Oh no, is it Annapolis or
It's
is it
in
gonna
Indy,
be?
yeah, it's in Indy,
Or no,
yeah.
no. Oh yeah, because
Yeah,
Royal Rumble's gonna be in
yeah,
whatever that place is called, Iraq.
yeah.
No,
Cool. No, yeah.
Judah?
The Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia. Thank
Yeah.
you. I was trying to think of it, but they're gonna get the room. But hell no, we're not gonna give them the WrestleMania. We'll give you one of the.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're gonna do it for the females. For them, they're gonna be hot as fuck, wrestling, tossing
Yeah,
each
they're
other
gonna,
out.
They're gonna have to be wearing those Power Ranger suits.
Hey man, I forgot who's already prepared for that.
Yeah. Nah,
But I'm excited. We're going to the road to WrestleMania. We're gonna be pointing at those damn Royal Rumble signs. We're gonna be excited for who shows up and who's gonna win. Hopefully our top 4 is get it right.
exactly.
But all right, Mr. Curse.
All right, it was a pleasure. It was a pleasure.
Pleasure.
Hope to join you soon in the near future.
Anything on your channel?
Not yet, but I do have a backlog of videos I've been meaning to post,
All right.
and they
People,
should be up.
certain people have been asking about your toy reviews or your stuff. I know people have been commenting on your stuff,
Yeah.
or they've been asking for my channel, so they know
Yeah.
you're collecting stuff.
Yeah, I just know that I have been filming. I just haven't been uploading.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good. And me, you know me, I already got my second channel. I'm doing Pokemon only on that second channel. Slowly growing, but it's fine. I like to slowly grow for that channel. And then I got the Power Ranger one. I want to focus on, instead of doing too many games on one channel, I want to focus on one and then the other one.
Okay.
So we got Pokemon on one, so
Alright.
it's fun. But yeah, I can't wait to see WrestleMania. We're gonna have it, and I hope you guys like the WrestleMania as well. I know most of my wrestling fans are watching it. Gonna be hype. They're gonna be talking about it on Discord, so I'm gonna mute that shit if they want to ruin it for me. But I'll catch you guys later. This is Ragecast with Mr. Psycho and Louis Curse, the Psycho Curse, the future tag team of the Indies.
Yeah.
Better than Mark Candano. All right, catch you guys later.